worker in the world. We can't allow other countries to outcompete us when it comes to math or science or college graduation rates. We used to be #1 in college graduation rates. Now we're #9. We used to be #1 in science and math. Now we're 21st and 25th. That makes no sense. And that's why, working with Tom, we've made historic investments in education. That's why we set a goal that by 2020, we will once again have the highest proportion of college graduates in the world. That's why Tom and I refuse to think it makes sense to pay for a $700 billion tax cut for millionaires and billionaires, and then cut education by 20% to pay for it. Let me tell you, China's not cutting education. South Korea's not cutting its education spending. India's not cutting education spending. Germany's not cutting education spending. Those countries aren't playing for second place. And neither does the United States of America. We play for That's why, thanks to Tom, tens of billions of dollars in taxpayer subsidies that used to go to the big banks are now going where they should, to you, to students, to help support your college education. That's why we want to make permanent the college tax credit that Tom Perriello fought for. A tax credit worth $10,000 of tuition relief for each student. That is the choice in this election. That is the America that we believe in. We see an America where corporations live up to their responsibilities, to treat consumers fairly, to play by the same rules as everybody else. That's why we made sure insurance companies can't jack up your premiums for no reason or deny you coverage because you're sick. That's why we made sure credit card companies can't hit you with hidden fees and penalties. That's why we made sure taxpayers never again are on the hook for the irresponsibility of Wall Street. We see an America where we don't pass on a mountain of debt to the next generation, and we will attack the trillion-dollar deficit that I inherited when I took office, but we will do it in a responsible way, not by cutting education. We won't do it by putting the burden on our children, or our seniors, or our veterans, or our middle-class families. We won't do it by borrowing another $700 billion to get tax cuts to folks who don't need them and weren't even asking for them. We'll do it by asking for shared sacrifice for